Hong Kong means fragrant harbour. What sounds so lovely is one of the world's most fascinating major cities. In the former British colony, worlds collide. The city is growing constantly higher, faster, more compact. But wild cattle have right of way, and pink dolphins play between container ships and traditional junks. Hong Kong is an island state in the South China Sea. For over 150 years, it was a seething foreign trade post of the British Empire. In 1997, the colonial power had to return this crown jewel. Now, it is a seething foreign trade post of the People's Republic of China. But Hong Kong remains Hong Kong, no matter who governs. The boats of the Star Ferry Company have been crossing between islands and mainland since 1888. One trip every 8 minutes. From banker to cookshop chef, everyone takes the ferry. A ticket costs just 2.5 Hong Kong dollars, around 25 cents. One of the few bargains in this city. Today, a passenger is on board who's made his hobby his job. Kevin Pang is a blogger. He regularly writes about food on the internet. He loves the cuisine of his city and is always looking for new challenges for his taste buds. Kevin documents everything that is served up in Hong Kong. And a growing fan community follows his gastronomic adventures on the internet. Kevin is drawn to Graham Street, one of Hong Kong's large fish markets. First he pops into the dried fruits de mer specialist. From scallops to, prohibited in Europe, shark fins, all dried products are said to have medicinal properties, and Kevin is currently suffering from a mild acne. He wonders what remedy might be on offer. The assistant suggests swim bladder. Always works, she says, and she tells him it has to be soaked in water overnight. Then it'll be ready for use in the morning. At 34 degrees in the shade and 90% humidity, that fish would rot very quickly outdoors, so most produce on the market is offered alive. Sometimes you can even buy turtles, but today they only have toads. The choice of fish and crustaceans is enormous. If a stall does sell dead fish, there is a special Hong Kong seal of freshness, one that cannot be forged.
The heart still has to be beating, then you know the fish is fresh. Their hearts continue beating for about half an hour after they've been killed.
Hong Kong has the world's highest density of restaurants. In this trading metropolis, no business is carried out without a business meal. Everything goes through the stomach here. Everywhere, fruit, vegetables and spices are being dried, right and left, even on the major thoroughfares. Kevin has retreated to the canteen of the Tai Po Hui Market to upload his photos and write his comments. He doesn't have to travel for his column. The finest things from around the world land in Hong Kong's pots.
全世界嘅食材都會嚟到香港。
It is the diversity and freshness that make the food in Hong Kong so unique. You can find everything in this city. Every Tuesday and Thursday, French oysters arrive, and Japanese products arrive the same afternoon they were caught. I'm not too choosy, but it has to be tasty, no matter if it's a mouse or cockroach.
但係食落去唔好食嘅咧，我唔係咁中意。
It's evening in Hong Kong City, and for Kevin Pang, the restaurant blogger, it'll be an exciting one. The readers of his internet site on Hong Kong's cuisine are taking part in a prize draw. First prize, an evening meal with Kevin. Now he has to impress winners Sabrina and Karin. This floating restaurant is the last of its kind. There used to be a lot of them managed by refugees without permission to stay. For the boat people, this was their only chance to work, as they weren't allowed to set foot on land. The boss, Sister Lung, comes from that generation. The whole evening she shunts her fleet of one-table boats between quay and kitchen. Kevin is firing questions at her for his blog entry.
I had to teach myself everything. How to row this boat, to cook. We were really poor. It has been a long way.
Can you swim?
I had to teach myself to swim too. Over there at the dock there are a few steps. When the water level rose, I would go there and would let myself glide into the water until I could finally do it.
Wasn't that dangerous?
Oh, I was brave. I wasn't afraid of dying.
The young ladies are actually from Hong Kong and are wondering why they've never heard of this restaurant.
Did it open recently?
Many years ago. As you can see, the kitchen only offers the best seafood.
Is it all from Hong Kong?
From all over. You really have to try typhoon shelter crab. That one. It's called that because it's next to the typhoon shelter.
The small kitchen only offers 2 menus a night. In return, the food arrives promptly, fresh, and in plentiful quantities. The guests on the floating diners don't have to leave their boats for anything. Kevin is entertaining the 2 winners of the competition at his table with his immense gastronomic knowledge. And later that evening, when the guests are eating their final course, Sister Lung has a bit more time for Kevin's questions. She's always lived on a boat, she says, and why did she never live ashore?
Life used to be hard. I wasn't allowed ashore. My family didn't even have money to send me to school. I only got as far as 2nd year.
So many courses, and Kevin documents each one in detail for his blog. Sister Lung will surely get more customers soon. What started as a desperate measure for immigrants could become the next in restaurant, thanks to Kevin. Sister Lung, who wasn't allowed ashore as a child, has come a long way.
This year I was in the USA, in Disneyland, in New York, and also in Canada. Why shouldn't I be happy when I have someone who travels with me? My generation doesn't need much to be happy.
Mara TV, you don't need more than this to be happy.